if you build a company, as Darwin said, it's not the strongest that survive and thrive, it's not the smartest, but the quickest to adapt to change. So speed is everything. Speed is everything. So when you build a culture in a company, running with speed is the most important thing you can do as a company. So what does it mean to operate with urgency? It does not mean you're running frazzled, doing a million things at once. It also does not mean that you're being too flexible and too nice when dependent teams tell you, go wait, right? Like operating with urgency knows when you know what is your one thing that you need to do, and you focus relentlessly on that. Actually, a good test to know if you operate with urgency is to look at your calendar. If your calendar is back to back, you're not operating with urgency. If you got just one thing, your house is on fire and you need to extinguish the fire, you know what you're going to do. You're going to call the fire department, you're going to get a bucket of water, put it on a fire, you're going to do everything you can to put out the fire. You're not going to do 20 things. But at work, we go and do 20 things. We run from meeting to meeting. That means that you're not really focused and you're not prioritizing the things that are urgent. So I think urgency also is it's an attitude. So, for example, actually, if you think about Germany's Autobahn, there's no speed restrictions in Germany's Autobahn, but at the same time, it has significantly fewer road fatalities than US highways, which have a lot of rules, a lot of regulations. And so what's the reason that Germany's Autobahn, you can drive at a much higher speed, but you have lower fatality rates? And the reason for that is common courtesy. People respect when somebody is behind you, you yield, a lot of safety training, and shared system of values and expectations. So urgency is not about more rules. You can operate fast, you can operate precisely, just like in a Germany Autobahn, if you just have a kind of common set of shared values within the company that you develop, right? So urgency is also not just addressing the squeakiest wheel. Urgency is not about doing the thing where somebody screams the loudest. It's about knowing, here are my top two priorities, here are my dependencies, how do I operate to address those dependencies, even if they're not available. So that's really what urgency is.